Hello dear students, today we'll start a new chapter number 8, Public Sector Enterprise and Privatization. So in your syllabus, in your reduced syllabus, the privatization topic is omitted. So only we'll study in this chapter is public sector enterprise, what is the role of public sector enterprise and problems faced by public sector enterprise. So in this chapter, let us learn what is public sector enterprise. Now public sector enterprise means the enterprise where the commercial and the industrial sectors are owned by government, means they are operated by government. Clear? So now why public sector enterprises are established in our economy? Now public sector enterprise has the following roles in our economy. The first role is promotion of welfare. Now every government or every state government, or we can say central government, they have an aim of economic development. Now for the purpose of economic development and economic growth, public sector enterprises are established. So the first one was promotion of welfare, that is economic growth and social welfare. So the first and most important role of public sector enterprise is economic growth and social welfare. The second one is infrastructures. Now the development of infrastructure will automatically improvise the economic growth or economic development. So if the development of transportation, communication, education is done, so there will be development of infrastructures as well as it will give rise to promotion of welfare, that is economic growth and social welfare. The third one is strong industrial base. Now strong industrial base means establishment of new industries. Now when new industries are established, what will happen? The resources will be utilized properly and there will be employment generation as well. Clear? So the strong industrial base is one of the most vital role of public sector enterprise. The third one is export promotion. Now the public sector enterprise always aims for economic growth and social welfare, as we all know now. Now if by export, so what do you mean by export? Export means when a country is engaged in transferring the goods to other countries, means they are supplying goods to other countries like foreign countries. So by doing so, what will happen? The income from outside world. So export promotion is also one of the major role of public sector enterprise. The fourth one is generation of employment. Now as you have learned here, strong industrial base. Now due to strong industrial base means establishment of new industries will attract more workers, so that there is generation of employment. So generation of employment will be encouraged only when there is development of or establishment of industries. Clear? And the last one is reduction in regional and income disparities. Now whatever the profit which is earned by public sector enterprise, so what they will do, they will utilize that profit in the welfare of poor and they will try to increase the wages of laborers. So by doing so, it will help in reduction of regional and income disparities. Now let us move on to the problems which are faced by public sector enterprise. The first one is lack of incentives. You can see that in public sector or in government sector, the officials, the government officials or government servants, their incentive is less as compared to private sector employees. And you can see that in public sector enterprise, the servants or the officials, what their promotion depends upon seniority, not on the merit basis. Clear? Now if they work well, suppose they have a good reputation in work field, they are not getting promotions. Okay, they are getting promotions only on the basis of seniority. Clear? But in private sector enterprise, you will get promotion on the basis of merit. Like suppose if you work, if you are efficient in your workplace, if you are active in your work field, you will get promotion, but not in the case of public sector enterprise. So it is a major drawback or major problem of public sector enterprise. The next one is wasteful expenditure. Now you can see the government properties. The government properties are not used properly by the government officials, means they are carelessly used. Like you can see that railways, they are not used properly. The peoples, when they travel, they destroy the property of government. So this way you can say that sometimes the expenditure which the government do is wasteful. Clear? The next one is corruption. I think you are familiar with this term corruption. So in government, you can see that there is corruption. so everything is on the table. So corruption is a major problem which is faced by public sector enterprise. Clear? Bribes and all. Okay, this comes under, these all things comes under dishonesty. All this comes under corruption. Next one is delaying in completion. So there are various projects which are undertaken by government, which are which has to be completed in a stipulated time period. But due to this corruption and various obstacles which are faced by public sector enterprise, there is a delay in completion of project. Clear, students? And the last one is political interference. Now in public sector enterprise, there is a great impact of political parties. So political parties, they interfere in the various decisions which are undertaken in government or public sector. So this way today we have learned the meaning of public sector enterprise, the role of public sector enterprise, and lastly we have discussed about some of the problems which are faced by public sector enterprise. So these things are in your syllabus. Please go through it, and I will be giving you notes so that you have to study. So that's all for today. Thank you, students.